most marketing advice is just, it's too much, and it's actually not very helpful at all. And because of that, I'm gonna call it that kind of errs on the wrong side. So we just checked into the Trump Tower in Chicago. For people watching, no political affiliation whatsoever, just really curious. It was a great deal. It's a great view. We're going to the 27th floor, which is the highest one. So we'll see what it looks like inside. Follow me. Wow. And with our Bling H2O, I've never seen this water before, but I feel like I should start drinking this. Dude, let's look. Oh, this isn't even. Wow. Oh. So Stan, this is what you'll be sleeping? So it's so dark, but like the river's like right there. Holy smokes. Dude, that's pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty in the morning. So it's morning in Chicago, the day after we had our QBR, and it's not that cold. It's a little chilly, but what an awesome city, first off, right? When we talk about that. So one of the things that I've realized the more I've done marketing and the older I get and the more experience I have, is that most marketing advice is just, it's too much, and it's actually not very helpful at all. And because of that, I'm gonna call it that kind of errs on the wrong side. Give you an example. You talk about building customer journeys and customer mapping, meaning, you know, where do people start from, what touch points do they take, and where do they end up, and how you can kind of control, you know, that basically that path that they take. And most of the times, people, you know, individual visitors and users are humans, and so they're kind of they don't know where to go sometimes, and we don't know if they start at like just reading one blog post and then going straight to what we want them to do, or if they need all that nurturing. And so a lot of businesses that read this advice, they're too small and they don't have enough data themselves or traffic in general to build a customer journey. Like, there's just not enough data for them to back up and have a sound confidence that what they're gonna do is actually gonna result in better performance for them. So there's nothing that they can do, and they're all like focused on doing, you know, this one thing that they've been reading about, but the truth is, it's all these big companies that actually can take advantage of it, the ones with a lot of data, with a lot of traffic. Think about attribution the same way. Basically, attribution talks about, you know, of all the different things a visitor does before they take the action that you want, where should you give appropriate credit to those actions? Like, should all the credit go to the last action, or should it go to the first action that they took when they actually interacted with your brand, or should it be spread out between all these different steps? And then you can then figure out, well, you know, when a person searches organically for us, reads a blog post, opts into an email, gets an email, goes on Facebook, sees an actual post there or an ad, and then goes back to our website to then convert, like those are the steps that we want everybody to take, because that's the best performing path. That's impossible to actually like make happen most of the time. And so attribution is super valuable, so is customer journey and customer mapping as well. But the truth is, and it's the same thing with even demographics. Like, if you're thinking that, you know, men ages 30 to 40 in this geographic area are like your customer audience, like those are your perfect people to actually try to get to buy, it's not even close to being perfect sometimes. So be very, very careful and look at the practicality of the advice, the actual tactics of that advice as well, and what you can take with it and actually do immediately, instead of waiting for all these big things that you have to do and get your ducks in a row before you can actually take advantage of it. Because most of the time, it's bullshit, to be honest. So in addition to the customer journey, the customer mapping process, demographics, attribution, let's talk about like the traditional marketing funnel as well, because that is only gonna get better and better. Again, the more traffic that you have, the more data that you have, and the more accurate like your actual measuring is. And so again, keep in mind, if you are just starting out as a marketer or advertiser for that matter as well, you're not gonna be able to build something, because in your mind, and by definition, it sounds like a great idea. It makes a lot of logical sense. But when you actually put it into practice, it's much harder. And again, the only thing missing from all of these things that make marketing even stronger and make you be able to take advantage of the things that bigger marketers and bigger advertisers do is the amount of data that you have. So most of us do not have that luxury, and therefore we won't see, you know, using these different marketing principles to their full potential. That's just it. The crazy part about most of these bridges, if not all of them, they all lift up as well. Last time we were here, we took a water tour, river tour. It's pretty cool. So it doesn't even, like, if you were on that side right now, it would be super impressive because it's built on the steps as well. Just look at that. Oh, Chicago Tribune. Wanna go up there real quick? Look what we got. Freaking, how cool is that? The trees inside. Like, this is what I would imagine if I have like our monthly team meetings and going to present in front of the company. Everybody gets to sit on these. Well, there's like 2 seats in one. How amazing is that? But yeah, this is the new Apple store in Chicago, down by the river. Just like, look at this.